Hey my wandering wanderers. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the sign of Taurus. Please note that this is an energetic reading from the perception of the astrological sign. Please note that everyone has all signs within their chart, so if you have questions about other aspects within your life, you can always check the other star signs if needed. That being said, the premise of this reading is to offer insight and awareness towards remediating this energy that needs some love. Please note that the chakra deck is going to be used for energetic remediation, while the tarot deck is going to be used for additional insight and awareness of this energy. So pretty much I'm going to say something, and resonance might dredge something up. If you resonate with this information, thank you for your time. If you don't resonate with this information, thank you for your time. Taurus. Dear universe, please seeking a clear channel for your guidance. Please seeking a clear channel for your guidance for this underneath the star sign of Taurus. I have. Please seeking a clear channel for your guidance underneath the star sign of Taurus. I have. Alright. Taurus. Taurian-like energy, grounded earth-based energy. Taurus, what do you got going on in your life? What is it that you have that you got going on? How does this pertain to something that you have, Taurus? Food for thought. Alright, let's go ahead and pull 6 cards from the perception of compassion to find out. How does this pertain to the thing that we have? This is 5 and 6. Okay, so something about a perception that's being recovered. Something about a perception of being all over the place. Understanding, taking time to understand and become aware of this, becoming aware of this enlightenment. Something about a perception when it comes to this experience. Something about a foundational aspect of acceptance, and something that has been communicated as isolation. Simultaneously speaking, when it comes to understanding why this isolation has been articulated, it will help people understand the foundation that they're working on accepting. This should help them understand and comprehend the experience of this perception, which will help people become aware of what this enlightenment is, which will help people understand this perception of being all over the place, which should help people understand this perception that's being recovered. Taurus, what is it that what is this perception that you're recovering that you seem all over the place? What is this perception that's being recovered? It's something that you have that seems all over the place. I don't know, maybe you might be daydreaming or something. Or maybe you could be an individual that's trying to remember the perceptions of daydreaming or imaginative thinking. And whatever it is that's got you all over the place, like how does this pertain, like how does this awareness pertain to your own enlightenment? And how do you comprehend your own experience of your own perception? Food for thought. Also, by taking time to understand your own perception of this experience, does this help you accept that it's okay to be alone? You know, it's okay to sit there and have that moment of peace to actually appreciate whatever the perception of this despondent energy. Food for thought. Self-care is a thing, and it's okay to, be on your own when you're having these experiences, which makes sense from the perception of the experience of this perception, okay? That being said, let's go ahead and get some additional insight and awareness for Taurus. Additional insight and awareness for Taurus. Taurus, do you spend time alone? Do you have this despondent experience that you're recovering that might not be despondent? It could be therapeutic. How does that pertain to your own enlightenment? Taurus. Ace of coins. Taurian energy, earth-based energy coming through. Based energy. Okay, so overall, we have, just double checking, Ace of Cups, 10 of Coins in reverse, and the Star card in reverse. So when it comes to taking time to understand this core emotion, you will be, to understand this core emotion, you're going to have to take the time to become aware of what that physical fulfillment would be for you, and understand what that physical fulfillment is and how you're aware of it, but also taking time to recognize why this experience has to be healed. So it's like something about the core emotion when it pertains to what this physical fulfillment is. It feels like A, but what it feels like is not what the actual physical fulfillment is, and that's probably why you're having this experience to heal from it. It seems like, say, I want to say, but I don't want to say X, do Y something, but it's kind of like say X, feel Y, and Y does not feel like X, if that makes sense to me. Overall, like, energy is just on top of this spread. We have the Ace of Coins out here, so when it pertains to whatever it is that you got going on, Taurus, it's what it is that you're physically doing. When it comes to what's being recovered, taking the time to foundationally recognize the emotions you're stepping away from should help you recognize the core belief of what is being recovered. Simultaneously speaking, when it pertains to this enlightenment and the experience of this perception, we have understanding the perception and how to move forward, but also taking time to recognize the awareness of this emotional unity that's coming through where the Three of Cups is located. But also when it pertains to this experience of this perception, what is your internal, how do you understand the perception of your internal emotions, but also how do you understand how these thoughts of your own internal emotions are being communicated, if that makes sense. Like, what is that experience of that perception? How do you understand your own internal feelings, but also how do you communicate with these thoughts that are coming through? How are your feelings matching in tandem with your own thoughts that come through? Simultaneously speaking, how do you understand this judgment for yourself, and how is that projected for you? And even then, do you even accept your own form of judgment? Food for thought. Simultaneously speaking, when it comes to isolation and how this is articulated, are you aware of the things that you're working on when you are actually on your own? When you actually take time to have your own alone time, are you aware of the things that you are actually working on? Okay, food for thought. I mean, overall, when it pertains to the core of how you feel and understanding what the physical fulfillment is and how you're healing this experience, are you aware of what it is that you're physically doing when you take time alone? Just something to think about. There's a lot of ace-based cards because you have the wands, the coins, and the cups. So be mindful of your beliefs. Be aware of what it is that you're physically doing, and also take note of what it is that you are, the core of what it is that you're feeling. Yeah, so overall there's like 4 perception-based cards, so take the time to recognize what you're recovering, what you're all over the place about, your core feelings and the perception to move forward, but also take the time to pay attention to your own foundational basics. Should help guide you into the right direction that you need, especially for end-game physical fulfillment, because that's the biggest thing that's being healed, especially when it pertains to that experience, okay? That being said, symbolism is meant to understand the energies of the situation, so if anyone takes these symbolistic statements literal or negative, don't be surprised when the evil eye shows up. And please realize it's important to experience this information and discern it for yourself. Peace be with you. Namaste. Thank you for your candor and have a nice day.